Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to Gnan Cloud Garage. And in this session, I'm going to talk about how to pair between production site and Azure site. And here is the agenda, and I will cover the some of the associated concepts and all the correlated items. So first point is how to pair between production site and Microsoft Azure site, and what is a modern data protection solution architecture for production site and Microsoft Azure, and how to get started with JetCA. JetCA means JATO Cloud Appliance in Azure through the Azure Marketplace, and what are the other pairing possibilities with the JATO, and what is the JATO Cloud Data Management and Cloud Data Protection high level overview. Okay, so let's start with the first question. So how to pair between production site and Microsoft Azure site means, so if you want to pair, the only thing is our existing production JATO virtual manager. This JATO virtual manager can be run on vSphere environment, or you can run on a Hyper-V, Microsoft hypervisor environments. So within the environment, the recommendation is first we start with a virtual manager. This virtual manager will pair with the JATO cloud appliance in order to successfully protect VMs and replicate between vSphere and Azure. Here I'm taking the example of vSphere, the same scenario applicable for Microsoft Hyper-V. Okay, once we learn how to do the pairing between vSphere to Azure, the same procedure for other environments. Okay, and now the key point here is after pairing the solution architecture will look like the following. So production site, we know that within the production site, we have a multiple virtual machine ESXi host, and we have management tool vCenter server. Same like our management vCenter VM, we also have Zerto management VM, that is Zerto virtual manager, and all our ESXi hosts must run with a virtual replication appliances, and all the virtual machines there is no agent, no snapshot facility. It's a completely a continuous replication option only with this Zerto solution. And we also require a storage to store all our production VMs. And then from the production side, if you want to connect to our Microsoft Azure site, we need to install a Zerto cloud appliance. So this cloud appliance and the production site, we have to pair between these two sites. So this lab we can observe today. Okay, so this solution we already familiar now. So let's quickly understand. I will connect to our lab system and I will show you how we can pair between production site and Azure site. So let me connect to the lab system. See, once you connect to our any of the Windows JATO uh, jump host, the first thing is we'll just verify our existing production vCenter and also the our let's say production vCenter. I'm just logging in. What is the infrastructure we have? Okay, and same way, let me log into the Zerto production environment. I already prepared the bookmarks here, Zerto production and Zerto Azure and Azure portal and Zerto Labs Microsoft blog. Okay, so first I'm connecting the vCenter server. So within our vCenter server, we have the cluster and running with two ESXi hosts and multiple virtual machines. Okay, and these virtual machines, each ESXi host, we have a Zerto virtual replication appliance also running. And this information we can also verify from a Zerto virtual manager as well. So let quickly connect to the virtual manager. This is a on-premises virtual manager. So login credentials are same like our administrator. Okay. Once we connect to the Zerto virtual manager, so here is the dashboard. See the dashboard currently it is showing us no VPG, no virtual production groups. And if you see the select the sites, currently there is no data to display. That means there is no pairing between the other site. Okay, and even virtual production groups, there is one virtual production group is running, and apart from that, there is no other groups. And virtual machines, there is one VM is showing, and monitoring long-term retentions and all. We haven't configured, it's a fresh setup only. And even in the left side in the dashboard, if you see, this site is referred as a prod site. Prod site means production site. Okay. And same way, another tab, I'm trying to open a Zerto Azure. So in our previous session, we already talked about Zerto Cloud Appliance installation. After the installation, we can able to access this Zerto Cloud Appliance console. So this is the Azure site console. So here I'm using the credentials are Zerto admin. This is the Azure site credentials. And log into the Azure site. The how we can identify this dashboard is same like production, but in the left side in the dashboard, you can see the site name here in the below. See, it is showing the site name is Azure Site 2 is the site name. Okay. And site ID is 02. Okay. Now see the highlight, the option is pair to another JATO site. It is showing the pair option. We can do it from a sites tab. So and below the dashboard, you can select the sites and you have an option to pair to another site option. So in the right side, we can see the key for pairing. But if you want to pair, just click on the pair and we need to enter the host name and port number and token number is needed. But this host name is nothing but our production site. So in the left tab, you can just go to the production tab and copy the IP address. Our IP address is 192.168.111.20. Just copy the production site IP address and paste it. Okay. And port number 9071 and the token. If you want to get the token also, go to the production site. Again, click on the sites option. Here there is option to generate the pairing token. So click on generate pairing token and just copy the token here and go to the other tab, Microjerto Azure Site 2 tab and paste the token here. So this once we enter this IP address, port number and token, so that both this production site and Azure site become as a paired now. Just click on pair. When we click on pair, the pairing will be established within few seconds. See in the recent task, you can see no data to display. That means it's already completed. It is showing as red color, but no need to worry. It may take a while to establish all the connection details. But if you see now the color is changed from yellow color warning to green color. Now the site is fully established the connection and also the pair between the production site and Azure site. What is pairing means is it's nothing but we have a connection to do the replication from production site to Azure site. Okay. So the same information you can also see from the production site also. When I just close the production site, select the sites tab, you can see this production site paired with Azure Site 2. Suppose if I go to the Azure Site 2 tab, it is paired with production site. So that means both are vice versa. It's the same like our architectural diagram. When we log into production site console, I can see paired with Azure. When I log in with Azure portal Zerto, it is a JetCA portal. It will shows the paired with production site. So let quickly recap again. So production site means it shows Azure site paired. Suppose if I log into Azure site 2 means it is paired with production site. Hope you understand the pairing between these two sites. I repeat, if you want to do a pairing, the key information is we need the specific production site IP address and port number default port 9071 and we need a token ID. If you want to generate the token, there is an option to generate the pairing token. If you have this pairing token, this both sites can be established and also the paired between both the sites. Okay, so hope you clear about the pairing point. Now let's talk about the another point, how to get started with a JetCA, Zerto Cloud Appliance in Azure through the Azure Marketplace. Sometimes even if you want to configure through the Azure Marketplace also, we have another option to install the JetCA, Zerto Cloud Appliance. So let's quickly connect to our lab system. And here you can use the portal for Azure portal. I already quick put the bookmark actually. So click on Azure portal. Normally Azure portal is portal.azure.com, https://portal.azure.com, and we have to enter the email address. So this information I just copied in our desktop. So portal.azure.com is the URL and we have the URL is lab and also our site name 02 @ Zerto ID. So now let me open the browser and type the specific your IP address, sorry, email, and we need to enter the password. So once we type the password, we can able to log into our Azure portal. See, once we log into the Azure portal, if you want to go to the marketplace, just click on the create resource. When we click on create resource, you will find popular Azure services. Let's say popular Azure service are, it's mainly for a virtual machine, Kubernetes, Cosmos, and SQL database, storage account, DevOps starter, and web app. Along with this, in the right side, you can see popular marketplace products. See, the popular marketplace products are, these are all the marketplace products like Windows flavor operating system, Unix flavor, and client based OS, and also the Ubuntu server based free 100. These are all the freely available marketplace most popular products. Similarly, if you see here, if we didn't find the Zerto information, if you want to find the Zerto information, you can see the option here, see more in the marketplace. So just click on see more in the marketplace. You will see marketplace, there are plenty of options are available. Few are free resources, few are the paid resources. So for Jetto information, you can just type the JetCA. You can find, suppose if the no result found means we need to type the, instead of acronym, we need to type the full name. Let's say I'm typing the Zerto. When I type Zerto, you will find three types of appliances. First one is Zerto Azure application, and we also have Zerto supported Ubuntu VM, and we have a managed services Azure recovery by Ma- Ma- Macquarie Cloud. So you can use any one, but here it is says Azure application is price varies. That means it's a paid one, and bring your own license. This one we have to get the license, and seems this is like a free version. Suppose if we click here, you will find Azure Recovery by Macquarie Cloud. This is similar like a our Azure whatever we discussed JetCA, Zerto Cloud Appliance. That appliance we can create using this option. When you click on create, it will create. Okay, this is one method. Or another method is, in our previous session we talk about use one Windows machine to install the JetCA. JetCA manually you can download and install it. Any method you can follow. Okay, again when I go back again, click on create resource, click see for marketplace, you will search here. Okay, just type the keyword Zerto and press enter, you will find the Zerto resources. Okay, this is the three resource. Same way we have a Zerto Azure application also available. Okay, and even if you want to see all the resources or all the service of Azure available services, we have an option to click on see more all services. You will find all the Azure services from the Azure portal. So in the general tab, we'll find mainly 18, and we have compute services, networking services, and we have a storage services. And similarly, we also have a web services, application services, mobile services, container services. Even in the container, we have mainly these are all the Azure supported containers. Okay, and we have a databases, analytics, and there are AI, artificial intelligence and machine learning services, IoT, and also the mixed reality integration and all. Once we learn all these services information, you will become a Azure solution architect. Okay, so but in this session we are just focused on the marketplace, how to download the Zerto. This remaining service topics and all I will cover in the later session. Even from the general tab, you can see the marketplace icon. When you click on marketplace, from here you will find plenty of options, and search with Zerto and download the our respective ISO file or respective instance. Okay, so let's back to our slide. So this point now we are clear how to get started with ZCA in Azure through the Azure Marketplace. So I just navigate you through the marketplace where we can find, and we also verified the URL https portal.azure.com. Okay, so now the next point is, what are the other pairing possibilities with Zerto? So Zerto have other pairing possibilities. Zerto supports pairing. Pairing means there's us and there's replicating. So you can use either pairing word or replicating between the AWS Hyper-V and vSphere, IBM Cloud, and Azure. Even inter-region protection across multiple Azure sites or using VMware on public cloud with Azure solution. These are all the other pairing possibilities. And JATO has also partnered with 350 plus managed service providers. So managed service providers in short form MSPs. Okay. Now let me explain you the what is JATO cloud data management and cloud data protection. So using this JATO cloud data management and cloud data protection solution, we can able to secure our customers data anywhere, any cloud and any application. Okay, so let's understand the high level view. So cloud data management and cloud data protection. So this cloud data management and protection means mainly it involves the continuous data protection. But how we are providing continuous data protection is it is replicating our data from on premises to public cloud. This public cloud in this session I just shown you the Azure. Similarly, our Zeto solution will support replicate our data not only Azure, you can replicate to Google Cloud, AWS. This is also these three are the popular public clouds. Similarly, recent days we are hearing the IBM Cloud, Oracle Cloud, and we also have a Hewlett Packard Enterprise HPE private cloud services. So all these cloud services, both private and public cloud services, Jetto is compatible to replicate your on-premises workloads to we can replicate to the public and private cloud. And private cloud, not only HPE, we also have VMware VCF and VMware also providing a hybrid cloud services. Like even those scenarios also, we can use this Zerto cloud data management and cloud data protection solution. And even the Kubernetes workloads also it supports. So Kubernetes workloads means for Azure Kubernetes workloads, we call it as AKS, Azure Kubernetes Service. And for Google Kubernetes Service name called as that product name is Google Kubernetes Engine, and Amazon is EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. And other third-party tools, Red Hat also introduced the container platform that is Red Hat OpenShift. And not only all this one, it's supported for a virtualized environments, which is Microsoft Hyper-V hypervisor data protection and also the VMware vSphere data management and data protection. All these environments, our Zerto solution is compatible. And this continuous data protection, apart from this, there is some additional capabilities. Those capabilities includes disaster recovery and also continuous backup. Why we are saying continuous backup is in our traditional methods, if you want to take the backup is like a snapshot based backup, and also it require a agent to take the file level and folder level backup. But when comes to the latest modern solutions using Zerto continuous data protection, we no need no installation of agents on guest OS, and we can able to provide instead of traditional method, it is using a journal based technology. Even though if your data is corrupted around the 12 p.m., within seconds of RPO, we can able to restore using Zeto. But in the traditional method, it's not possible with a seconds difference restoration. It's only based on the snapshot time. So there is a some data loss, but that concern or that challenge is overcome with this solution. And apart from this, every time we need a long term solution, and long term retention is daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. Generally long term retention in traditional method, we are sending the data through the tapes or offsite, but instead of sending that sending through tapes and sending the data to offsite, we can use the long term retention. In our previous session I talk about the one of the solution is long term retention services. We can provide using Skeleti Atesca and Skeleti Ring. That is one example. Okay. And also data mobility and migrations. Even if you want to move your production group from one site to another site, it's possible. And the test and development VMs protection and security and compliance. This all we can maintain with this solution. And apart from this, we can also do the automation using the orchestration workflows. Automation and analytics is possible. It's the analytics also we can able to find like a same like Google like search. We can search the all the information using the Zerto console. Okay, so this is the high level overview. Some other clouds and container based backup concepts and all I will cover in the later session. So that's it for today. Hope you understand the how we can pairing the sites between the production site and Azure site. The same procedure applicable for other cloud environments, both private, public, and hybrid cloud environments. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you are watching this video first time, please do view, like, share and subscribe to my channel, Gnan Cloud Garage. And if you are already subscribed, I appreciate all your support. Bye for now.